In this video, we're going to show how to use the Heddon Super Spook Jr. These are solid lures, very popular. I've been using them for years. You might notice a difference is that the hooks, right? There's no treble hooks. I now am switching over to these single inline hooks. I find that the hookup ratio is just as good, especially on the bigger fish. I lose less fish once hooked. And the good thing is the smaller fish often don't get hooked, which is great. And the smaller fish will pop at it. A bigger one come up and suck it down, and then you're hooked on to the better fish. But what we're going to show, we have a pool here, so we're going to show some cool underwater footage. I'll talk about different types of retrieves, and just show you how this looks in the water at the same time seeing the rod tip move, so that you can recreate that when you're out there using it. And also share some of the pros and cons that I've seen over the years on using this lure. We're not affiliated with this company in any way, so I'll share both the good and the bad, and I welcome any and all feedback from your experience with using this as well. You can leave a comment down below. We don't filter anything out, whether it's overly good or overly bad. In my opinion, the top pro on this is just that it's a bullet, right? You can cover a lot of ground quickly. It's very aerodynamic. And as far as just action in the water, it does a really good walk the dog action, as we'll see in the video soon. And then when stationary, right, it's good to pause it in times, and it has just a nice stance in the water as well. It's not straight up and down. All right, as for the cons, the hooks that come with it, I'm really not a fan of. They rust out quickly. That's one reason why I replace them. And again, I also switch over to these inline hooks. It's safer for me, safer for the fish. I'm often fishing with my crazy dog Otis, and I don't want him to get hooked. So this just is, I believe it's just safer for everybody. And I've been shocked at how effective these inline hooks have actually turned out to be. Another con is the price. They are fairly expensive. I do a lot of soft plastics, which are way less expensive on a per bait basis. But as long as you do take care of it, you take care of the hooks, it will last a while. But again, saltwater will definitely eat up the hooks it comes with. So just be mindful of that. And as I said before, I do these inlines, so I just have a bunch of these inlines, and I just replace them as needed. So now some fun on the water footage, and as for the retrieve, I'll show you the walk the dog method. This is the most common way to retrieve these lures, and it's all about the rod tip. So it's short rod tip movements, and you'll see that once you get it to turn once, then you just tip, pause, pop it, pause, and you can do really good walk the dog movement. You can see even if the fish are lethargic, you can do really short movements, and it's literally just going to do just a pivot without moving very far. And so again, going slow sometimes is best, but other times the fish are more aggressive, and then you can just speed it up. All right, just go a little bit faster. But as far as walking the dog, the biggest thing to know is that you need to pop it and then pull it back. Right, pop it, pull it back, because you want to give it that motion, and then you want to give it slack. Pop it, pull it back, get it on the side, so now it's facing over, and now it's facing the other side. Pop it, pull it back, pop it, pull it back. That is again the most common way to get strikes. But again, if they're not reacting that, go a little bit faster, pause, just change up the tempo, and eventually you'll figure out what the fish are reacting to best. Well, those are the retrieve styles that I found work best for this the Super Spook Jr. When you are using it, make sure to use a loop knot. You see that loop knot on the end? That helps just maximize the motion in the water. So it's going to be able to do the side-to-side motion with the least amount of line resistance. But as far as lures, what I found is that typically when anglers are having trouble consistently catching fish, it's not the lure itself. It's really about finding the feeding zones more consistently. It's about putting yourself in the right spot at the right time. And when you do that, the lure you're using doesn't really matter all that much. And so if you need help, maximize your time in the feeding zones, finding the fish consistently throughout all seasons, make sure to check out our fishing club, because that's what we focus on. We focus on helping all the members be in the feeding zones throughout all the different changing seasons. We even share our best spots and get on the lowest level of Google Maps to show you exactly where the fish are positioning, so that you can go out and find areas similar to that, and then use the same type of lures that we're finding works, and use that in your waterway. So once again, thank you so much for your time in watching this video. Leave a question down below if you have any. Otherwise, I hope you can get out on the water soon and catch some big ones.
There's something about the water that'll give you peace, all by yourself or with your family. Live salt strong and wear the line today.